Hello everyone, my name is Vikas Shukla, and in this video I am going to talk about this WKHS, this earning, and I will talk about a little bit of their business plan and how and why this volatile share has or does not have a lot of potential. The earning today is 9th August, Sunday evening in my Eastern time. It's like 10:22 p.m. right now, and tomorrow morning we are going to see its results coming up. So I'm going to prepare you to see what we could expect it, and then I possibly will have another video tomorrow morning with the results coming in for workhorse, and another one is CGC is also coming up tomorrow. So first this workhorse WKHS. Let's go at the previous quarter results. Then the quarter that ended in March 2020, we had an $80 million of revenue, and in this quarter, I think what I saw from those other expectations that analysts have of $300 million of revenue, which is not bad. And at this current price of like $16 or something, we have a market capitalization of $1.7 billion. So it's still a relatively small company, but if you look at the history of Workhorse, it's not a very new company, unlike the other new EV players. It's quite a lot of, it's an older company which has been working on the newer designs, and they have ventured into other things, including the drone business and all these things, and they have a relatively very little success. They have been burning their cash like crazy, and that's why they have been in red, losing a lot of money in cash, burning their cash. In, I mean, you need to support your staff, your R&D cost, and all those things. But the key thing is why this share is in stock is in new is has to do with the USPS order of potentially a $6 billion contract. And this USPS contract, which I have jotted down right here, it's a $6 billion. They want to have like 200,000 trucks, and they want their trucks to be all electric, or as much as electric, or maybe like 75% electric as possible, or something like that. And there were only four players in that run, Workhorse obviously being one of them. And one of them, like out of the four, that's called an Indian company called Mahindra and Mahindra. It dropped out. Its American division was in the race, and they dropped out. They had a electric plus hybrid version, something like it will go for on electric for some distance, and then it runs out of the battery, it will go to the gasoline. But that went out, probably that its offering was not matching to what the USPS was wanted to. And then we had Ford and the Oshkosh, which is a military division which built some military equipment. They had another offering with similar gas plus electric version, and they probably still are. And then there is another company called Kerson or something like that, and they are still in business. But the key point is the whatever being offered by Workhorse is much closer to what the USPS requires, and that is a big thing. They could get like at least 25%. This is what it looks like. And then they could, if those guys are out, or these guys, their percentage is reduced, they could get like 50%, maybe 75%. But what it looks like that, I mean, USPS would not like to order all of its contract to one single company, because their dependency will increase, and they don't want to be in a position that one single company takes all the order, and then if that is in trouble for some reason or the other, they cannot they are out of, they are any problem of delivery and something like that. So what it looks like that the workhorse could get, like, even if you look at it 25%, then out of the 6 billion, that would be like close to 1.5 billion, and that will justify the price tag of 107 billion. This market cap could actually see one big thing. Now there are few more things that we need to keep in mind that lends to the credibility that workhorse is going to get these orders, and one of them is that the state of Ohio, it bought a division from GM, and then President Trump was quick to mention it in his tweet about it. So I mean that they said that they are going to create a more jobs, more opportunity from the Ohio, and where this truck or this electric or their batteries will be built out. So those are the things that gives an indication that workhorse could be heading for better in terms of this order from the USPS. They have also shown some vehicles. Also, they are shipping to UPS, and we have seen some videos of that coming in. And even though USPS is their biggest potential a customer, they have some other order. So that being said, coming to the back to the tomorrow's earning, it's possible that the company may not be willing to talk about that order because they may be bound by some confidential information that they cannot divulge, and then they must choose to say that we cannot say anything about it until such and such date. But USPS is not going to decide at least until September 30th, 2030. It is not far, but at the same time, it's not going to happen in this quarter, and it's something that will take some time. And we expect it between September and October. You could see that thing could happen. And again, the actual orders and actual delivery of the trucks itself, the delivery vans itself, could take some more time, could take what a period of time. So one of the way this could play out is coming back to from an investor perspective. One of the ways is to maybe buy some calls for this maybe at a much later date, or at a late with around October, or maybe a year later. October could be the nearest because that's when you will confirm the news, and then at that point of time, the stock could temporarily jump. How it's going to play out tomorrow will depend upon how much open the company executives are in the earning calls to tomorrow. Probably everyone knows how the past was, and then their hopes is pinning upon the USPS order, and that leads to a lot of volatility in this share that we should be prepared for. I do not have personally any stake at this point of time, but I will probably will take a look tomorrow and then decide. I hope you find this information useful, and then you can drive your decision based upon this information. But do your own due diligence, look for the other videos, other informations, and then take your decision. Thanks for taking a look.